If you know it's consistently ignored, it's time to stop asking them for respect and taking what's yours back. Here's how to make your boundaries unbreakable, even to the people who've never heard of the word no. You know, the type I'm talking about. The real problem here is that they think that access to you is their right when actually it's a privilege. When people refuse to respect you, know, they're not confused or anything. They're actually just entitled. They believe that the relationship that you have between them gives them permanent access to your time, energy, and emotional bandwidth. So let's revoke this access. This behavior happens in families where boundaries are blurred, which is a concept from Bowen family system theory. In these dynamics, people believe that being close means having a say in everything that you do. So even when you say no, they don't just see this as a boundary, they see it as rejection. That's why they get so offended and they keep pushing. Now, the self-affirmation theory shows that asserting boundaries threatens their self-image. They're not just hearing no. Their ego can't actually handle the disconnection you're creating between the boundary and themselves. Here's a way to shut all this down permanently. Step 1 is a domination technique. People don't understand soft explanations. So your boundaries actually are just like a request for them. So instead, when these things happen, tell them that it's not a negotiation and that your decision is final. Make sure you repeat yourself and say you don't need to raise your voice or repeat yourself. If you continue this conversation, I will leave this conversation immediately with no explanation. The SWAN boundary enforcement technique research proves that people repeatedly violate boundaries, consequences must escalate, or they actually accept the new dynamic. If your boundaries continue to be ignored, let's continue this conversation and remove myself permanently from the relationship. Creating this fear is what the investment model of relationships talk about. It's basically refusing to engage beyond the no. Substance to operant conditioning, you're actually starting to recondition them into what you're actually wanting. If you're done with people treating your boundaries like it's just a suggestion, comment below. I've put together a step-by-step psychological guide setting iron strong boundaries that even the most stubborn people can't break. Even the ones that don't know what no means. You know the words I'm talking about.